Well, we have some breaking news over in England where Tottenham has apparently settled on a surprising option to try and salvage their season. According to multiple reports, Spurs is finalizing a deal to hire Igor Tudor as their next head coach on a deal through the rest of the season. The Croatian coach has been out of work since being fired by Juventus back in October after just 7 months in charge. And Spurs, they fired Thomas Frank as head coach on Tuesday after just 8 months in charge after an 8-match winless streak in league play, a run that has Tottenham just 5 points above the relegation zone. Aaron, as the resident Juve and Arsenal fan here, you must have some thoughts on Tudor potentially taking over this Tottenham Hotspur side.
It's a confusing hire, Igor Tudor to Spurs. That's the overriding feeling, is just confusion. What was the process to get to Tudor specifically? What was the decision making? Because it happened very quickly.
Panic.
But it seems like panic. It's just confusing. That's it. I'm very confused. I can't sit here and be like, oh, I love this, because who knows how he'll do at Spurs. I'm just confused. That's it.
Figure it out, right? Figure it out as quickly as you can. See who's available. It's not like he's a nobody. Look, he's never managed in England, right? Yeah. But he's been at Marseille. He's been at Juve. He's been at clubs that are
a big player as well,
that have a demand. What's the goal right now? What's the goal from here to May?
Just to stay in the league. Stay in the league, figure it out. I understand that from a short-term perspective. I've tried to look at it a bit positively. So he's got a 46% win ratio. His natural formation is 3-4-2-1, which actually helps with how Spurs are set up currently at the moment. Kolo Muani link as well with Juventus had his best time there. So maybe there's a
for like a month.
But if you can get a striker scoring in that month, it might get you the wins that does it. Obviously, his last 8 matches you can see here for Juventus are not great. 8 goals, and then the goal difference of -4. But he also came in late for Juventus. He came in March, got them into the Champions League spots. Again, it is confusing. For me, I would always think if you're in a relegation battle, your thought process is, right, how do we shut up shop? How do we stay in games and try and survive?
How do we find someone who knows this league
everything
a little
that
bit,
Igor Tudor does is attacking first. He's on the front foot. Again, when you think about it in this perspective, their first game is a North London derby. So they've got Arsenal first game. Are you going to go at this Arsenal team, or you got to run at them? Because that plays into Arsenal's hands. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. But again, I'm wishing him all the best. Genuinely, I am. I just think it's a strange decision to sack a manager and have no replacement lined up.
May I speak freely?
Of course, this is your show. You've ripped up.
But there is a camera on us.
Okay, may I speak freely?
Please, sir.
You're not allowed to come at me.
Yeah. Oh, well, good.
All right.
I got you.
Are you agreeing to this beforehand?
Can you hold him back?
Promise.
Promise.
Okay. Can I have the 2-shot?
Yeah.
On them, please, not on me. I just want to see their reaction just so we can have VAR. Okay, there we go.
What are you going to say?
You think Sean Dyche would have been a better hire?
He knows the league. He's coached, he's managed in the Premier League before.
No, again, because for the same reason, I don't think that Vitor Pereira going in at Nottingham Forest is a good hire. Somebody that's already in a relegation battle, and then that person meant to come into the dressing room and lift spirits.
Look at Nico's face right now.
I'm just being devil's advocate. You're just asking.
And to be fair, it's a fair question. You're talking about someone that knows the league, has a history of getting you out of that in that league. So it's a fair question.
Does it lower Spurs' status if you hire somebody like Sean Dyche?
I believe so, but I just, again, we had this full conversation yesterday. I don't know what Spurs are trying to be. I don't know what they're trying to do. This gives you some glimmer of hope, I suppose, that you can still attract relatively big names. You're going to play the attacking brand. Me, personally, I think there's better short-term fixes for Spurs, like a Tim Sherwood, who's done it before, knows the league. Do you get what I mean? There's people there, Harry Redknapp, you could drop these guys in there.
Really?
No, I'm not saying they're the long term, but the short term.
Short term.
Just drop them in, feels good, gets the crowd feeling good, simplifies the game. You've got previous now with Martin O'Neill going in at Celtic. Look how well that's changed. Spurs are looking for a very short term fix just to get them into. I don't even know what they're trying to do in the Champions League. Does Igor Tudor now make you better in the Champions League? I would argue not. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild.
Sean Dyche goes from managing Nottingham Forest. Well, they're in the Europa League, respectable. But then managing knockout phase in the Champions League.
It's wild.
It's just confusing.
But look at these games. Look at these upcoming games. Right? We've got 5 games there: Arsenal, Fulham, Palace, Liverpool, and then Forest. That Forest game could be huge, by the way, at that point. But
that's a brutal schedule.
Where's the win? Where's the one now we all go, they win that game?
Palace. I mean, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. None of those. Let's just be honest. With Spurs, there's not a schedule that you can put out in front where you say Spurs wins this game 100%, right?
Yeah. And that's the problem. They've got to look at these next 5 games and say, right, where do we get a minimum of 6 points from? And at the moment, Arsenal are better than them in every department. Fulham are more organised. They've probably got better chemistry in their team.
Palace could be at home.
That could be. It could be a tough game because they're both in similar free fall.
By the way, I think we ignore the fact that Spurs has 13 fit first-team players.
No, 100%. And again, even the ones who are fit are getting themselves suspended in their captain. So it's a tough job, tough moment. Wild. The Spurs merry-go-round circus continues. It's crazy.
At the end of January, it was said that over the next 10 matches, they had the toughest schedule in the Premier League. So they were already not screwed, but they were already heading into such a tough stretch. And now you do it without a manager. And now you bring in Igor Tudor, who
the best thing you can say, the Arsenal fan is happy.